Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Danelle. If you have been here, welcome back. Thank you guys for sticking around. I've been missing for some time and I'm just coming back into YouTube. So as you guys know, I was in Jamaica recently and I was with my son David and his friend Johannes, and we went around the island. Well, we didn't go around the island. We stayed in Ochires and we went to some of the attractions in Ochires. So in this video, I will be telling you about my experience at Mystic Mountain. And for the most part, the people are pleasant, but I had a really bad encounter with an employee there, and me almost end up in a big brawl. I was in a big brawl, but I don't think it was going to get physical. But let me stop blabbing and tell you what happened. And I would love to hear from you in the comment section if you think I was wrong, or if you think she has a point. Okay? All right, so let's get into that. Let me set the scene for you. So Mystic Mountain is not open every day, right? I think they're open Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, something like that. I booked the tour online, and the day when we wanted to do the tour, there was heavy rain the night before, and thunder and lightning, and one of the machine got damaged. And because I had booked the Run the Rhythm Unlimited Mystic Mountain package, which is you do all the rides except the ATV, because the ATV belongs to some other company. So because I had booked that package, then it didn't make sense to go, you know, up the mountain and do the other things. Then we would have, you know, missed out on some stuff. So anyways, the lady told us to come back not the next day, but over the next day, I think the Wednesday. So anyways, me and the boys, we got up early in the morning, and we didn't manage to get there on time. The lady did tell us, come on time, because when you are there earlier, then not so many people, and then you can use the rides freely and you get more than once. You get to go on the rides more than once. Anyways, we didn't manage to get there early, so we got there about 11 o'clock. If you haven't seen the video of our visit there, you can check it out here, because I posted it here or here. So anyways, we got there about 11 o'clock. Huge line. So many people. But we were patient. We waited in the queues, and we eventually got on the Sky Explorer, because if you know Mystic Mountain, you know that the Sky Explorer brings the guests up there. That's one of the rides in the package. So because of the huge crowd, they were taking registration for like zip lining and certain rides, but zip lining I remember. So as we got off the Explorer, the Sky Explorer that brought us from the bottom to the top, I went to the zip lining people and, you know, registered ourselves and asked them what time is the next ride and so on. So there was a guy there and two ladies. The lady, they told us, okay, the next zip line leaves at 3 o'clock. That's 15 hour, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Okay, so we said, okay, let's go in the queue for the other things, because there were queues all over. I mean, for the bobsled, there was a queue. For the ragamuffin, there was a queue, and I mean crazy long queues. So it ended up that I went on the bobsled once, because I wasn't going to go back in that queue. Anyways, we registered for 15. Remember, they said the next zip line tour leaves 15 hour, 3 p.m. So we joined the queue for the bobsled. It took some time. We did the bobsled. We were bubbly, we were laughing, we were so happy because of the thrill, you know. And then when we came off, I saw the time. It wasn't close to the time, so I thought we have some time to eat lunch before we go ziplining. Anyways, we did lunch, finished lunch, when lunch was finished, it was like 2:35. So I'm like, it doesn't make sense to go join the queue for something else or sit around and do nothing. Let's go to the zip line place, because if the next tour leaves at 3 p.m. now it's 2:35, then it makes sense for us to go. Probably they debrief us or something. So we headed there. 2:36, we got there. I'm like, we're here for the 3 p.m. for the 3 p.m. zipline tour. And the guy said, 3 p.m.? Then he turned to the lady next to him, the one that I had the big brawl with. He turned to her and said, what time is the next zipline tour? And she said, the next zipline tour just gone. Not until 3:45. And I'm like, what? What do you mean by 3:45? We came here and registered. She said, what the name? So she found the names. Well, Miss, I know 3 o'clock yet. The lady said to me, well, Miss, I know 3 o'clock yet. Then, so I said to her, yes, it's not 3 o'clock, but you told me the next zipline tour leaves at 3 o'clock. And you just told this guy that it just left and the next one is at 3:45. I do not understand your calculation or what you're planning. What exactly are you planning? The girl take me on. The girl, yeah, that feel like say I beg me beggar. Mind you, I paid 78 US. 78 US? Yes, when this says 75. 78, I remember 78. It could be 75 per person. For David, for me, and for Johannes. Calculate that 75 plus 3. And this lady is going to talk to me like I am begging her to go on the zip line. So I got louder than I was. I'm like, Miss, please explain to me what you're talking about. You said 3 o'clock to the next zip line. What that means to me is that I will be suited, prepared and ready, and walking down to the zip line 3 o'clock. Because you said 3 o'clock the tour is going to leave. Now it's 2:36 and you're going to tell me it's not 3 o'clock yet. So I should come here 3 o'clock? What do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. And me and her catch up out there. And anyways, it happened to another group. So they came and they started shouting. And it was just a shouting match. And the manager had to come out. Well, I don't think it's the manager. It's like the supervisor. The supervisor came out and like, what's going on here? And the co-workers were telling the girl, was telling the girl, don't ignore them, don't send. She said, me no want get mad out here upon them, sorry, I'm hitting the table. Me no want get mad out here upon them, me no want get mad out here. You see me, I try to calm them. This is a worker. This is the person who is supposed to serve us. Is saying she no want get mad out here. Even if I get a bit irritated, I believe as the person who is serving the customer, I'm supposed to explain to the customer what's going on. Apologize for the time change if there's a time change. But she was acting like we have no rights to behave like that. No rights to... So anyways, the supervisor came and he apologized to us. Well, to me. I don't know what happened with the other group. But he apologized to me and he said... it's not the first. They have this situation with this particular employee and they want to, he's apologizing, and he told me, he gave me more information, which is what I wanted in the beginning. I just wanted clarity. Explain to me why the time change and what should I do now, because the queues were so long and it didn't make sense to go join a queue or just sit down there. This was almost 3 o'clock already and they closed at 5. I paid 75 for a few hours. And yeah, so he apologized and sorted it out and brought me to the zip line people directly and got me in a group and everything. So let me know, was I wrong? Was I wrong to get angry? Was she right? I don't even have to ask if she was right. She was dead wrong. She was dead wrong. But I mean, yeah, it was a really almost threw off my day, to be honest. It almost ruined my day. But at the end, I had fun at Mystic Mountain. I think it's a really cool place to bring your teenagers, to bring, you know, children, yes, but some of the rides I don't think they can go on. But it was really fun. It's a shame sometimes that a company has some employees that bring down the integrity of the company. Well, I know that she doesn't speak for the whole Mystic Mountain group, and because I was treated so well by the others, I thought, okay, let me overlook this. I still want to tell you guys about the experience, but and to kind of hear your feedback about timing in Jamaica. Timing. I mean, I'm Jamaican, and I do have problem with timing sometimes, but so blatant, that no call for. And I where I live in Switzerland, time is important. Time, if you tell somebody 3 o'clock, you better be there 5 minutes before 3 o'clock. So I think I went with that mentality. And yeah, I have to remember to let down a little bit. Like when I go places, like everybody's not going to be on time or whatever. But how she dealt with me was not very nice. It was not nice at all. So I had to talk about this on this video. I did some videos previously, like probably last year, talking about assimilation and changing cultures and coming from one culture and living in another culture, and how do you manage that, because you can never ever be what you were before you moved to that country, and you can never be the people of the new country, the new culture. You can never ever fully take on their full their culture, but you lose some of your culture and practices. And this is a perfect example, in my opinion. Being a Jamaican, you know, we always have problem with time, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody, but it's the truth. We are supposed to meet at 10 and we meet at 11 or 2 hours later. You know, we're not really strict on time. And living in a society in Switzerland where time is of the essence, you need to be on time or else you miss your train, you miss your bus, you miss your appointment. You know, the grace period is like 5 to 15 minutes. So you want to keep on time when you live in a place like this. So when I go home back to Jamaica, I usually have huge problems with time and with people and time management. All right, guys, that was it. Very short. Let me know in the comment section if you think I was unreasonable or unreasonable. Let me know if you think I was unreasonable to think that they should be on time, or she was dead wrong. All right, guys, I will talk to you soon. There is a topic I need to cover. Someone in my comment section has asked me to do it. I'm going to do it. And it's about polycystic ovarian syndrome. No, it's polycystic. Let me look for it before I start chat foolishness. Polycystic. Okay, so it's POS. It's POS, polycystic syndrome. No, polycystic ovary syndrome. Ovarian or ovary syndrome. Yeah, that will be my next video. Before I give you guys a surprise, I have a surprise for you guys. But before I do that, my next video will be, I know it's out of topic, it's not about traveling, but it's my life. This channel is about my life. So a few months ago I did a video on my weight loss, and I was also in 2015 was diagnosed with PCOS, and that's where my weight loss journey started actually, because when I was diagnosed, my doctor told me, listen, you have to reduce your weight. And so I cut carbohydrates, not cut but reduced. I drastically reduced sugar until today, and I find myself eating a little bit more, but when I eat it I feel a bit stuffy. My body's not used to it anymore, so I have to cut back. So the Abigail, I think her name is Abigail, she has asked me to kind of elaborate a little bit more on my experience with PCOS, and I will do that for you in the next video, and I hope you guys will also find it useful for yourself or for somebody else. Right, so after that PCOS video, then I will be bringing the surprise to you guys. I can't wait. Yeah, I'll be bringing the surprise to you guys. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening to this video, for watching this video, for watching me. I feel so good doing this. It's so amazing. And as you can see, I changed my position. Yeah, and I like it here. I like it like this. Alright guys, thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.